How's it going, everybody? Ultimately unlucky here to announce that the Ferris State Boldores are going to the PCL, the Pokemon Champions League, and I am here today to give you guys my draft analysis video. So this is taking place in GBA format, so I have 11 Pokemon that you are going to be rooting for today. So, I guess we can just go right into it. Disclaimer, I actually have already used one free agent trade and one Pokemon for Pokemon trade between coaches. So this is kind of the second time I'm recording this video because I might as well just get it done and I haven't uploaded the first one yet, so. But yeah, I've already used one free agent and one regular trade, and I'll mention those Pokemon when I get to them. But just so you know, I dropped Gliscor for the free agent and I traded away Gallade. So, I guess we'll just get started. We'll start off with my Mega, then we'll go into the Pokemon mandatory for each tier, and then the 4 Mon I have, for my points pick. So, the Ferris State Boldores are going to the PCL, and we are taking Mega Altaria with us. So I was able to scoop up Mega Altaria as my first pick, which I was really nervous about not getting at all. Because Mega Altaria, there's a lot of talk about how great it was, which it is. It's amazing. It's an amazing Pokemon. And I was able to get my first pick. I sniped a lot of people from it. A few of them actually had a chance to get it first, but they picked something else, I believe. And they should have picked it first, because Mega Altaria has amazing stats all around. Its HP and speed might not be too much laughed about, but they're still solid at base 70 and base 80 respectively. But those other stats, base 110 attack, defense, and special attack, that's amazing. And then base 105 special defense, still amazing, while a little less. Like, we got a bunch of amazing moves. We can make it special or physical. And we can give it, like, Fire Blast, Hyper Voice, which is now a Fairy-type move, and Dragon Pulse. And a lot more moves. We've got things on the physical side, like Dragon Claw, Earthquake, Body Slam, just to name off a couple there. And this Pokemon, it has this Pokemon has a lot of resistances. And I think it might have just as many weaknesses as regular Altaria would. Granted, this one is not weak to rocks after it Mega Evolves. We got weaknesses to Poison, Ice, and Steel. And we got a lot of resistance. We got all the resistances that come with being a Dragon type. Like the Fire, Water, Grass, Electric. And of course, we got the immunity to Dragon altogether. Yeah, Altaria, this is going to be a definitely threatening Pokemon, and it's just going to pull and work throughout the entirety of the season. The Ferris State Boldores are going to the PCL, and we are taking Skarmory with us, people. If you see, like, I'm kind of looking at Smogon and talk about the base stats and that kind of wise. So, Skarmory has a few stats that are pretty average. Average attack, special defense, and speed. Base 80 attack, base 70 special defense and speed. And base 65 HP and base 40 special attack, which I'd never use at all. But we got an astounding base 140 defense stat, which just makes Skarmory an overall physical tank. And of course, we got that sturdy ability, so we're going to live at least one hit anytime I give it that. We got weak armor if I want to make it maybe a bit more faster. If I want to try a sleeping set every now and then. Of course, so I picked Skarmory for its tanky side and like how we have access to Stealth Rocks and Spikes. And Defog so we can clear off any hazards while getting rid of our own. But Skarmory can set hazards back up anyway. And we also got Brave Bird if we want it as our like attacking move. So Skarmory is not a Pokemon that's going to deal as much damage. We're not going to get many direct kills, but we might get some passive kills off with Skarmory as we bring it to us. Okay, so the Ferris State Boldores are going to the PCL, and we are taking Reuniclus with us. So Reuniclus was the Pokemon that I got for free agent. Someone originally picked it up as their first or second pick, like before I could pick it. Which this Pokemon actually would have been my second pick, but it was sniped, so I did go Skarmory second pick. But then that person wanted to change their team entirely by the end of the draft, which made Reuniclus up for grabs for me, so I did that right away. I can't use Reuniqueless in week 1, but I can use it once week 2 happens, which I am okay with. So we got some astounding stats. We got base 110 HP, base 125 special attack, and of course this thing can take some hits with base 70 defense and base 85 special defense. We just got some pretty good abilities all around. Magic Guard, so we don't have a timer was toxic. Overcoat, if someone wants to have sand or hail, I'd never bring Overcoat. And then Regenerator, so we can get 33% of our HP back whenever we switch Reuniqueless out. This is all amazing stuff all around. We got Calm Mind, we can give it leftovers or Life Orb. We got Recover, so we can get even more HP back. Focus Flash to L-Ball, Psychic, Psyshock, like all the basic Psychic type moves that Psychic types can get. And then there's also Trick Room if I want to maybe run a slower team and try to outspeed all those faster teams. Because my team isn't totally the fastest. I have a couple Scarfers that will pull in some work, but yeah, so Reuniqueless. After I got Reuniqueless, my team ended up having 3 total Psychic types, but I did manage to trade away Glade, who was not a Psychic type. So there is one more Psychic type on my team, which I will get to later. But the Ferrs Boldores are going to the PCL, and we are taking Chandelure with us. Now, I had my eye set on Chandelure for quite some time, and if I knew I didn't take it when the time came for me to take it, I would not have gotten it. So I'm glad I got it when I did, because Tier 3 was about to run out of Fire-type Pokemon. There was only Chandelure and Ninetales left. I had my eye set on Chandelure from the get-go. Chandelure is a Pokemon who has an amazing special attack stat. Base 144 special attack. Giving this thing a Choice Scarf, it'll outspeed quite a few things that are in Choice Scarf themselves and hit them hard for something that they might not come back from. Chandelure can take a few hits itself with base 90 at both defense stats. While it only has base 60 HP stat, those defense stats are definitely going to help it out when it comes to all of that kind of stuff. And of course, all of its abilities are again very useful. We got Flame Body to catch any physical attackers, give them a burn, drop their attack stat, and put them on a timer. Infiltrator to get past any substitute, and I think Infiltrator even goes by Reflect and Light Screen, but I'm not sure. In fact, let me check that. And then we also had Flash Fire. So Infiltrator goes, bypasses the foes, Light Screen, Reflect, Miss, Safeguard, and Substitute. So I can even bring this ability if a person has Wobbuffet comes in and sets up a Safeguard, and then I can just give it a Will-O-Wisp. And then, of course, we have Flash Fire, which gives Chandelure a second immunity on top of the normal immunity it has being a Ghost-type Pokemon. Flash Fire, we get back our HP, or we either increase our special attack stat. It's one or the other. I'm pretty sure it's increased HP. Yeah, we get back our HP when we get hit by a Fire-type move. And if I were to pop this thing if I were to give this thing an Air Balloon, that could give it 3 immunities at once, Normal, Fire, and Ground. And I don't know if I would ever give it an Air Balloon, as it is amazing with a Choice Scarf, being able to outspeed anything that hit hard with a Fire Blast, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball. I can even trick over that Choice Scarf if I want to, and I just think Chandelure is going to pull in the finest of work. And if I think Chandelure is going to go down, I can always just give Memento to it, and drop a Pokemon stats, forcing a switch out, or screwing over the last Pokemon that's left on a team. The Ferrs Boldores are going to the PCL, and we are taking Umbreon with us, or should I say Scumbreon with us. Yeah, my second Tier 3 pick of the mandatory Tier 3 picks. So yeah, again, Umbreon, another tanky mon. I grabbed a few tanky mon from the higher tiers. I have my offense. I have my offense on the team. But again, Umbreon, it gives me that psychic immunity that a team might want to have. Inner is not much to talk about, but Synchronize is the go-to ability for any Umbreon for the question about giving a status condition to it, as the opponent will also get that status condition unless they like match the type of that status condition. Like Electric type might not be paralyzed, Fire type won't get burned, Poison type won't get poisoned, but who knows how that can how that can be. And of course, amazing overall bulk, base 95 HP, base 110 defense stat, base 130 special defense stat. This thing is not going to get one-shotted most of the time. And while this thing is not, while this thing isn't going to hit like the tank that it is, it still can do some work with like Foul Play, Sucker Punch, and Pursuit. Even Iron Chill if I want to catch those pesky fairy types. And like its attack stats only base 65, but special attack is base 60, speed base 65. So Umbreon might not outspeed much and might not hit things very hard, but while I can rely on it to be a tank, pass off Wish, Baton, have Heal Bell, be a cleric, be a wall, who knows what Umbreon can pull through. I'm definitely stepping outside my comfort zone, picking up a bunch of Pokemon I don't know how to use. But I hope they'll pull through. The Ferris State Boldores are going to the PCL, and we are taking Omastar with us. So I picked up Omastar for the main reason I picked up Omastar overall was all the hazards it can set up. Okay, we can have this thing set up Stealth Rock, Spikes, or Toxic Spikes. It gets all three of those. And of course, its defense stat is amazing at base 125. While we do have that 4 times weakness to grass, we do have more than enough mons to switch on any grass type moves. Of course, astounding base 115 special attack, and then a bunch of average stats, base 70 HP and special defense, base 60 attack, and base 55 speed. So I'd probably get this thing a Focus Sash at the least. Like Focus Sash, Leftovers, maybe even Life Orb if I want to give it Shell Smash. Because we got Shell Armor, so we're not going to get critted. There is a team that has a little bit of a center around Vayne, so I could bring a Swift Swim variant that day. And there's also Weak Armor, lowering my already massive defense stat, and upping my speed a little bit. I don't know how useful that would be. I see Shell Armor being the most obvious option there. But Omastar was my mandatory tier 4 pick, and I think I got Omastar before I got another, other tier 4 mons I have. So going into tier 5, the Ferris State Boldores are going to the PCL, and we are taking Claydol with us. So Claydol was my third tier 5 option I went to go with. My other two options being Cryogonal and Sandslash, but they were both taken. If I can actually trade Claydol away for one of those two, that would be astounding, but I don't think the coaches who have them are interested in Claydol if they want a spinner from tier 5. That is not the best. We have some good defense and special defense. Base 105 defense, base 120 special defense. We got base 70 attack and special attack, base 60 HP, and base 75 speed. We got some average stats throughout the most part. And it does offer an electric immunity, and it has a ground immunity with Levitate. So, it resists 2 types again. My team has a lot of immunities. And Psychic type, I don't know how much I'd want to bring Claydol as an offensive presence. I mainly have it as a rapid spinner, as it is the only Pokemon on my team that can learn rapid spin. I was going to pick up Blastoise, but that was sniped for me. So I do have a different water type that I'm going to talk about later on in this video. But I might bring Claydol with screens and light clay that set up the reflect and light screen so we don't take those hits as hard as we might have. And of course, we just have our moves like Earth Power, Shadow Ball, Psyshock, Psychic, the basic Psychic type attacks that any Psychic type can learn. Going into our 4 free picks, we had 400 points divided between these 4 mons, as Mega Altaria was a tier 1 Mega, and thus didn't give me any points. I don't care. I still think I divided those points pretty well. The Ferris State Boldores are going to the PCL and using up 180 of those points from tier 1. We're taking Thundurus Therian with us. So Thundurus Therian is another Pokemon on my team that has 2 immunities. We got a ground immunity with flying typing, and an electric immunity with Volt Absorb, which will give us back our HP if we're attacked by a Volt Switcher who's wanting to get out. We can come in and Phantom Gain out, making them force a hard switch. Of course, amazing stats from Thundurus Therian. Base 105 attack, which makes the physical set plausible, but of course, base 105 attack is nothing compared to a base 145 special attack that and a base 101 speed, breaking that base 100 speed tier that a bunch of Pokemon are stuck in, but not by a lot, which makes a choice guard very viable on this thing. Of course, we got some average stats. We got the rest of the stats are pretty average. Base 80 special defense, base 79 HP, and base 70 defense. You can take a few hits, but not as well as we do. We are weak to rocks, so we need to be careful when we switch in on Thunder Asterion. And does this thing actually get defog? I don't know. I don't think it does. It does not. It does not get defog. But of course, I'm not bringing this thing as a defogger. I'm bringing this thing as a special wall breaker. This thing has amazing move pool. We got Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Flash Cannon, Sludge Wave, of course, Hidden Power. And the Focus Blast, we can give it Agility, Nasty Plot setup. Give it Leftovers to increase its longevity. Looking through its physical moves, I can see Brick Break. There's even Charge Beam to boost our special attack even more. Dark Pulse, Discharge, just overall amazing. We got Foul Play on the physical side, Hammer Arm on the physical side, Iron Tail on the physical side, and yeah, there's not much on the physical side, but there definitely is something. We have Thunder Punch for a stab, Electric, even Wild Charge for Wild Charge U-turn, Toxic, Torment, amazing stuff, Taunt as well. And I had my eyes on Thunder Asterion, no matter what team I had, because I did have some backup teams. If Mega Altaria was sniping me, Thunder Asterion was on almost every team, except the team I had centered around Mega Ampharos, who actually was taken right before my turn, but Mega Altaria was untaken anyway, so I don't care. So between my next 3 months, I had 220 points. So I dug into tier 3 to get a water type, to get another water type from there that offers a water type immunity. You know who I'm talking about. The Ferrs State Boldores are going to the PCL, and we are taking Vaporeon with us today. We're taking Vaporeon with us everywhere. But, so of course, we got Water Absorb. We got Hydration for that Rain team I mentioned earlier. Of course, we got the Manageable, high HP, high special attack, high special defense, with base 103 HP, base 110, special attack, base 95, special defense, and a pretty meh defense stat, base 60. And of course, though, it's another cleric, as most evolutions can be like that, with Heal Bell, Baton Pass, Wish, Toxic. Vaporeon does get Scald, so we do get damage off while getting a chance to burn, thus putting a timer on more Pokemon, especially going to be helpful against some physical sweepers. I give it Ice Beam, if I want to call it out, and it's even Toxic to, again, put more Pokemon on a faster timer. And let's see, anything else to mention about it? So, I can give it Roar if I do decide to focus on a bunch of hazards on one team. I'm just learning now that Vaporeon can get Sunny Day. That was so weird. But yeah, that basically just meant I basically talked about everything Vaporeon has to offer. So if I don't feel like bringing Omastar for my Fire Water Grass core, Vaporeon is definitely there. But speaking of my Fire Water Grass core, I haven't brought up my Grass type yet. Going into Tier 4, the Ferrs State Boldores are going to the PCL, and we are taking Verizon with us. Sorry, I keep scratching my nose here. So yeah, Verizon, it's another Pokemon I had my eyes set on. So, amazing Grass and Fighting type. We can make it go anywhere on the physical or special side, as we do have base 90 both ways. And of course, we got some nice base 129 special defense, base 108 speed, breaking that speed tier. And not bad defense stat, base 72. And then, of course, there is base 91 HP. Of course, we got things like Secret Sword, Seed Bomb, Leaf Blade, Stone Edge, Zen, Headbutt, and then Sword Dance to set up on the physical side. On the special side, we got like Focus Blast, we got Giga Drain, we got, of course, Hidden Power. There's Calm Mind for G's, Energy Ball. So it's going through here. And not as much on the special side. There is a few more things on the physical side than there is on the special. There's also X-Scissor on the physical side. And Synthesis to get back some to get back some HP. So Verizon completes my fire, water, grass core pretty nicely. It also gives me a nice stable fighting type. Speaking of fighting types, who did I trade Glade for? Well, the Ferrs State Boldores are going to the PCL, and we are taking Ditto with us. That's right, taking Ditto. So there's not much to say about Ditto. It's a Pokemon whose stats mean nothing. Okay, because we got Imposter, so we're going to come in, and we're just going to copy whoever we come into, taking their stats and moves and abilities. Like, seriously, I'm so happy I managed to trade away Glade for Ditto, as I did have 3 Psychic types. So, I'm perfectly fine with trading away Glade. So, Ditto is a Pokemon that can check any move sets my opponent has, like revealing them all. And of course, I give this thing a choice scarf. I even play my tricks with Ditto now and then. I once gave Ditto a Rocky helmet. It eventually worked out. I once gave Ditto an assault vest. It worked out as well. So Ditto's a Pokemon who, while Ditto relies on my opponent's team, the only thing I affect with Ditto is the item I give it to and when I want to bring it in. And I just know Ditto will be helping me out eventually. I do believe Ditto is another Pokemon I can't use till week 2, but I'm already set for week 1. And I think the 9 months I can use will help me out with my team build. My nose is really itchy right now. So, once again, thanks for watching, guys. Remember to smack the like button down below and subscribe, because you already know your support is greatly appreciated. And I'm going to get on out of here. Remember to root for your Ferris State Boldores in PCL and hope we at least make playoffs. I don't know if I can win this league, but I at least want to have my fun with it. Taking this one a bit more seriously than I take other leagues I'm in. You will see this league on YouTube, and eventually, you can see me win or lose. So, I'm going to get on out of here. Stay tuned for this entire league to see if I end up ultimately unlucky. Bye now.